Did you intend for me to be orphaned?
Some threads must be cut to weave time's fabric.
I'm in the foreign vibing, slide, feeling like Fabio Big Drip. It's murder, feeling like Fabio Big.
Let's chat with Fatality MMA.
Now the question is, was Liu Kang right, or did he Batman my boy Tomas? Let's chat about it. So as we all know, there's 3 different timelines, and let's take a look at and see what happened in the first and the second timeline, and see if he's better off in this third timeline, or Liu Kang gave him, like, you know, the middle finger for the third time.
Why did you send for me?
I hope to clear up our differences.
Alright, so within the first timeline, Tomas, as a kid, he was sacrificed by a cult. Great start to his life. But luckily, the demon that he was sacrificed for, Ninra, brought him back to life and killed everyone in the cult. So it's kind of a win-win. Well, not even a win-win. He's basically like Naruto and the guy from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's walking around with a demon in him. And yeah, he lost his memory too, so he had no clue what happened. He doesn't know there's a demon in there. But eventually, you know, he gets taken in by the Lin Kuei. It's a plus. And he becomes friends with Kuai Lin and Behind. Mostly Kuai Lin, it's another plus. Sadly, eventually, the Lin Kuei does the cyber initiative and turns him to a cyborg. LK-172, something like that. I'm pretty sure that's right. But eventually, you know, the cyborgs kind of like evil or bad guys, but Kuai Lin eventually gets him to come back to his humanity, sanity. He gets him to come back to the good side. And during that fight in MK3, he somehow get locked into a dungeon, Shao Kahn's dungeon to be exact. At the end of MK3, they storm the castle type thing. The cyber Lin Kuei gets shut off, so he gets stuck in the dungeon for a long time. But eventually, I want to say in Deadly Alliance or Deception, I want to say Deception, New Cyborgs come down there and frees him, but at the same time enslaves him to New Cyborgs' cause. And in that same process, they end up fighting Kuai Lin and they almost killed him. Now remember, Tomas and Kuai Lin are like best friends. But eventually we get to like Deception or Armageddon. I think Armageddon, the one before Armageddon, Deceptions, yeah. When Onaga comes up. Taven comes in to find New Cyborgs and Smokes. He beat the brakes off them with the help of Kuai Lin, and they end up freeing Smoke. So he joins back on the side of good. But eventually he ends up losing and dying, just like everybody else in Armageddon. So, you know, Armageddon, everyone dies. And that basically sums up Tomas' life in the first timeline, or the NRS timeline. But in the second one, things got a little bit different. Not really, man, not really. He kind of got screwed over again. Let's check it out. So to start, his backstory is pretty much the same. You know, orphan, demon inside of him, Naruto, and he becomes a Lin Kuei. But things don't really change until, like, I want to say around the same era as MK2 or MK3. I can't remember exactly, but in the new timeline, at this point, he's supposed to get turned into a cyborg. But it doesn't happen that way because Raiden saves his life. And after Raiden saves his life, because of that, Butterfly Effect, Kuai Lin Sub-Zero gets turned into a cyborg. And we know Cyber Sub-Zero. That really sucks. Then not too long after that, Sindel pops up in their hero cave or whatever you want to call it and just kills everyone. So again, Smoke dies again. He comes back as a Revenant. But like, I don't think it's actually Tomas this time as the Revenant. Because there's one scene where I think Johnny or someone is talking to him. And it's like, Smoke? And he says, Smoke is dead. I am a Ninra. So maybe Smoke's soul is really gone and it's just Ninra in there. And like, pretty much after that, Smoke just disappears. We don't really hear from him anymore after that. Not even in MK11. Yeah. So it's a new timeline. Smoke, let's talk about the new timeline. You know, the new era with Liu Kang. Alright, so in this new era, I have to say this off top. Now, Smoke parents, they end up dying because they was hunters and they accidentally went on Lin Kuei property. And the Grandmaster and the Lin Kuei, I don't think it was the Grandmaster, but the Lin Kuei ended up killing his parents and leaving him as an orphan. So in all 3 timelines, he becomes an orphan. But the biggest difference is, in this timeline, he lives a normal life-ish. You know, he's still a Lin Kuei assassin/ninja. But he doesn't get killed by that, or he doesn't have a demon inside of him. So off top, Smoke, you're winning. You're winning, bro. I mean, I'm sorry that your parents are dead, but I feel like your parents sacrificed you in 2 different timelines. So, bro, you okay. I promise you okay. So, I mean, really, when it really comes down to it, I think this timeline is the best for Smoke. Unless he end up dying in the Chaos Reign DLC or MK2. But either way it goes, Smoke, you already had a better upbringing than you had in any other game. So
Hey, I call this one a win, bro.
I cannot bring back your family, Tomas.
You can't, or you won't. I'm not sure I can forgive you.
Being keeper of time meant making many hard choices.
Trump down.